at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're trying to break the Guinness World Record for the largest parade of Subaru cars. It's to raise money for Merkel cell carcinoma research for the University of Washington in Seattle.
Well, the reason that we're doing what we're doing is because we had an employee named Colin Johnston who 2 years ago died at the age of 27 after fighting Merkel cell carcinoma for several years, and it's actually a pretty rare skin cancer. Normally, the people who are affected by it are older. So he was one of the early, or one of the first cases of somebody who was pretty young that had this disease. So the treatment for the disease, there's not a whole lot of research on it because the people who have it are typically older and they're sort of the end stage of life. So there's not a whole lot of treatment that happens. For somebody who's younger, it's not a very rare cancer, or it's not a very common cancer, so there's not a whole lot of research done about treatment. So after Colin's death, we decided that this was a cause that we wanted to take up and raise money for research of to try and cure this disease and figure out how to treat it best.
First of all, I'd like to thank Subaru for putting this all together and the work of the entire team to pull this together in honor of my son, Jesse's husband, for Merkel cell carcinoma. It's probably cancer you've never heard about, a cancer that's formed on the skin. Please wear your sunscreen, but there's a lot of causes that unfortunately my son was the youngest person to die from. And so please be careful when you're out in that sun. And Colin loved his Subarus. He loved working for Liberty. This event he would have been here for. And he was very active in the 48 hours, right, for the Relay for Cancer. Woo, I saw some stickers here. But the research that's being done is a very, it's being done out at the University of Washington. We had to travel from New York to Washington to Seattle to have some treatment for Colin. But the best thing I can say is thank you so much for your dollars and for coming out today for this event. And I ask you all to be well and happy. And thank you very, very much, Liberty.
Thank you for coming.
Alright, so I mean, really at the end of the day, the Guinness record would have been icing on the cake, but you know, at the end of the day, this is about raising money for a really, really great cause, something that's near and dear to us and very close to our hearts. So we really appreciate everybody coming out. We're going to go ahead and make the run anyway while we kind of get a